What's up, everybody? Celtic Character here, back from every video with those 10s and 20 views. Second to last mock draft video. It is draft day. Yay! So, with that being said, I'm doing a one round, no trade, in my opinion, best pick for each team and why. I should probably do it on. Screw it. We'll stick with our standard site we've been using. I'll explain why I picked each person and where they can kind of go with more and more picks. See, one round, every team selected, enter the draft. Starting off with the Tennessee Titans. I know everyone's screaming, go quarterback, go quarterback, go quarterback, go quarterback. But you do have Will Levis, still on his rookie contract. I think this final year. And your line kind of sucks. Also, realistically, you have Jackson Dart, Mills, and Howard all going to be sitting there in the second round. And you can take your pick out of these guys, and it'll also take less pressure. I think the smart thing to do is take the best player in the draft, and that is Abdul Carter. You got to start with something. Start with your defense. So that would be where I would go there. Cleveland, you're up number 2. Now, I don't know what's going on in Cleveland. To be honestly, you're grabbing people left and right. You're doing weird things. But if I'm Cleveland, one, I need something positive. I need to sell jerseys. I need to give hope back to this franchise. And in order to do that, I think you need a quarterback that has no controversy, limit controversy to him. It's just because of things unrelated to him and all this other stuff. So therefore, I think the best pick is to get Shadou Sanders. Even if he sits for the first couple of games behind Flacco, I think you bring in Flacco just because of this kid. Like, he is the slightly old school-ish quarterback where he's mobile-ish, but it's like he's an accurate, confident thrower, pre-snap reads. Like, the arm strength isn't elite, but he's playing in Colorado, so he can play in the cold. So I think you bring in Flacco to mentor Shadou Sanders. Next up is the Giants. You guys are such a dysfunctional franchise that I could give you someone perfect and it would not be great. The most important thing you can do is build a goddamn offensive line. It doesn't matter who your quarterback is. Similar to what I said about the Titans. These Dart, Mills, the LSU guy, Louisville guy, and Howard are all going to be there later on. And it doesn't matter who you get as a running back. I know you guys went and got Justin Fields, I think. Or was that the Jets? Phone. Texting. Justin Fields went to Jets. Never mind. Oh yeah, you got like bunch. You got a Russell Wilson. Mine. Will Campbell. He's the highest ranked guy here. Get your offensive lineman. It's almost everything I kind of said about there with this. At least you have your star quarterback there. Get an offense line. So go get and offensive lineman. Just be done with it. Jacksonville. Um, just this is defensive tackle. I don't know enough about Jacksonville, but if it says you need defensive tackle and Madison Graham is on the board, you just go, hi, thank you, best player available. Oakland, you need to sell jerseys. You need to have something. Addison Genty, you need it back. I think you can work with Genty just to get a lot of the problems there done, quarterback, whatnot. I think that is a great fit there. Well, if Travis Hunter is that and saying that I'm going to play both sides of the ball, take the swing on him. Like if he's going to say I need to play both sides of the ball, and I think that's the mentality that Raiders Nation would work, and you'll sell jerseys. Jets, 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 New Jersey Jets. I think looking at this board, like you did grab Justin Fields. Next year's quarterback class should be pretty good. So you got to look at going like, okay, I need what we need. The offensive tackle. Next good one is ranked 14th. So, We grabbed Justin Fields. Cool. Wide receiver, tight end. Or defense tackle. Well, if I'm really thinking about it, give me the guy who can do it all from Penn State. Taylor Warner, perfect fit for that system. Cool. It is. You can sell jerseys. You got quarterback, best friends, a tight end. Carolina Panthers, my favorite team. Carolina Panthers. Where do we go from here? Well, I think there's a few options you can go. McLemore is a great receiver, big, but Stephen A. Can he be a true number one? If I don't know if you can be a true number one there, especially when I can go down right here, it's like framework slippery, run after catch. Chris Olave, T.Y. Hilton mold is what they're describing him. Why would I go for a guy that says maybe? Like corners are so hard, and that's why I'm not going corner. I think you go with almost and I said this before, Ashton Genty would be a great pick if we did not have Hubbard. If we were running just with we grabbed the guy from the Cowboys. If Hubbard didn't do good last year, yeah, Genty. I think you go this kind of the smart pick. It's like I'm trying to. I don't know where the smart pick here would be. Definitely not Cam Ward. We got a quarterback. I'm actually going to go down a tiny bit to Matthew Gold. Slightly smaller receiver, but I think you have something with Coker, Thielen, not fun. Ah, crap. Carolina's last year's pick. Why am I drawing a blank? Yeah, Legette your big body. Coker is good. You got a guy who has a vast route tree and can compare it to T.Y. Hilton. I'm okay, especially 5'11". We've seen that work in Carolina. Matthew Gould. Saints. If anything, I think this draft fell perfect for the Saints. You have Derek Carr at least for one more year. Can you tell me that Derek Carr and Cam Ward aren't very similar in quarterbacks? It's like, yeah, he has raw talent. He did play a lot. That's why he kind of fell a lot. But it's like, creator under pressure, uncommon, like everything about him, I think, is great. And he doesn't need to kind of start right away there. I think that is a great fall for the Saints. Let's see. if I'm the Bears looking at the board and I see Jalen Walker still there, I'm not questioning it. I'm just gonna go get him. You need a linebacker in that division. There's the best linebacker is best linebacker is still on the board. You're happy. Now, if you're Frisco, looking at everything around, I think you just kind of go Will Johnson. He's listed at number 9 as the best corner. So, especially in that division, should be happy. Cowboys fans, I did you a great service. I'm giving you Genty. Ashton Genty falling to 12 to the Dallas Cowboys. It's just something that you would just be like Jerry would be like, yes, thank you. Okay, this is not hard. Not hard. Look at this board. What is their big weakness? Keeping Tua healthy. I see an offensive tackle from Texas who played a lot of games for Texas. I think he played a lot of games. So let me just go get someone to protect Tua. Now we got. It's almost like you want to do the same thing here with the Saints. I like how they have quarterback as a need. It's like you guys just drafted a quarterback 2 years ago, and you brought in another young quarterback. So, like, really, I think if you're them, you just get the weapon. Get Macmillan. He's like the best guy available. Just get that. Saints. Like, I don't know why offensive line isn't a need. Looking at the board, you got your choice. Mike Green or Stewart. You know, so it's one of those things where it's like, God, that's a big guy. 6'5", 265. That right there is why I would not take him. Especially when you have a tight end who's not doing great. So, you do have an option at tight end. Kyle Pitts has not panned out. I think you go with that. I think the smart move is realizing Kyle Pitts isn't going to hit that ceiling. And you're kind of sitting there. But I don't think that's your biggest need. Mike Green. It wasn't your biggest need, therefore that's why the only reason why I didn't grab it wasn't your biggest need out there. If it's not up here and I don't know the team personally, I'm not gonna worry about it. Arizona sitting at that. It's edge, defense tackle, wide receiver, offensive guard, safety, linebacker. It's just best pick available. Get the guard. Protect your quarterback. Make it easy. Tyler Brooks. 6'4", 265. Don't really see anything else. A quick read that says anything that would be like he's a super danger. Cincinnati Bengals. You just signed 2 receivers. You just did all that kind of stuff. But you don't have an offensive line. Best pick available. I think you guys who is your tight end? I don't think you have a tight end. I think you almost load up on weapons. It's just like, I would just go get a weapon. It's just, hey, let's be smart. Let's go get weapons. Let's be thing. Seattle, you drafted your quarterback. You drafted all that stuff. I think you should keep working on that defense. It's like you have everything you need to be good. So I would look at the defense side of the ball because there is no receiver right up in the middle. It's like Williams, 6'4". So Mike Williams. I hate the word takes a few years. I'm not wasting a first round pick on a guy who might take a few years. All right, Bucks. We're here. Best available, you need a defense tackle. Boom, right there. Uh, so, just go get your defense tackle. Football is won in the trenches. Broncos country. The Brandon Perna team. Looking at the board. You wish that tight end stayed around, to be honest. You got a linebacker from Alabama, so he played against a lot of big teams. He's a former edge recruiter. Edge. So, if you say long-term vision priority, but you are in the division with Patrick Mahomes, you are in the division with the dude in San Diego. So, corner is a good guy to go after. So, I would go get the corner. You need a corner, go get the corner. Steelers, you need a quarterback. I'm not going to play the game if Aaron Rodgers is going to be there or whatnot. So, let's just ignore the potential of Aaron Rodgers. And I think the smart move. I think this guy has a big arm. Let's see. 6'2", 235. Right. It's like you need a quarterback, and it's like so like everything you need is not there. Like all the tackle, man. Like the only first need that you need would be at there, and this guy. And it's like you're in a division with all. Actually, not bad call there. Test tackle. Never mind. You're not going to go right. You're in Nolan because of the fact that you're in a division with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, Joe Burrows, and Cleveland. So, all right. Chargers. Defense tackle, tight end, wide receiver, corner, offensive center. Looking here. None of this is there. Your tackle went away. You need a center? That's a guard. That's a tackle. Wide receiver. Ibaka. The dude looked fast. Like, those days where it's like, he looked fast and he looked like he was playing, the game was easy. Moving against Notre Dame's secondary, which stopped Penn State from getting a single passing touchdown. So, yeah, go get the guy. Packers, hey, I bet you really want Mboku. But you got a linebacker. Campbell, perfect. Minnesota needs a safety. Harrison Smith is getting up there. High level safety. There you go. There's, boom. For the love of God, guard. It's like, guard or tackle? Which one do you want? Ohio State's tackle who was injured or a guard? So that is the quick thing. I'm going the guy who was not hurt. Rams. How's it going, Rams fans? There you go. Stewart. He fell this far. Finally get him off the board. Ravens. You need an edge. Boom. Like, may take him a couple years. You're rebuilding-ish type thing. Take him. Ravens. Guard, corner, edge, linebacker. Well, you have your pick on edges. It's like safety. It's like he's built as a linebacker. God, that's fast. You know what? Take him. You need go grab a safety that's built like a linebacker. Lions. I don't really know what you guys need. You know what? I think realistically the best pick is actually not all the way up there. Benjamin Morris. I love the dude as a Panther, not Panther, in Notre Dame. Everything about him screams he should be first round. Slight hip, you can work with that. Washington. I don't know why this isn't on the board. Offensive tackle. Fix your goddamn line. Stop letting your quarterback run around like a chicken with his head cut off. Buffalo. Looking at everything here. Not a whole lot. You do have an edge. So, great passers. Natural weight around 265. There we go. You have your Pierce. Him or Pierce. So, get the guy who's ranked higher. KC, you need quarterback. You're drafting. I'm just kidding. No, I think if you're looking at this board, looking at everything here, and looking at my things, it's a scroll down. Xavier Watts. Big, mean, physical safety. You've seen what Notre Dame safeties have been doing the past couple of years. That's all it. Last, certainly not least, the Eagles. You just won a Super Bowl, and the smartest thing I think you can do is either go for a receiver who's a big by threat, or you secure that offensive line. Here you go. Ohio State. So it is one of those things. You go get the guard or a tackle. I think you need a tackle. Yeah. I would grab the tackle, personally. Because I've seen as a Panthers fan, you can slide people in to that spot to fill the void. Like, Brandon Christian is a left tackle by trade. He played a lot of guard for Carolina. So that is my big board of where I think without a trade and best fit without trying to manipulate it to give people like I did not manipulate it to get Abdul Carter to Carolina or Madison Graham to Carolina. Two guys that I've been screaming that I want in Carolina once Bryce Young started playing better. I'm like, oh, we don't need a quarterback? These are the two guys I want. That being said, like I said, I think Sanders being the first quarterback off the board makes a slight sense going to Cleveland. Because, like I said, Tennessee, you do have Levis for at least one more year on a rookie contract. Take advantage of that. Fix something. Defensive line is kind of sitting right there. And also, second, third round quarterbacks in this draft aren't that much worse off than the first round. So Cleveland, you have Flacco there. He can mentor Sanders. And the Sanders name will help sell jerseys. That's that. Giants, Patriots, fix their offensive line. Jags, fix the defensive line. Hunter wants to play both sides of the ball. I think Vegas is the... You go there to gamble and have fun. Try it out. I think he'll sell jerseys. Jets need weapons. This kid is the kind of like ultimate, like old school, I can do it all. Do you need me to play receiver? I'll play receiver. Do you need me to play running back? I'll play running back. Do you need me to help throw the ball? I can throw the ball. Carolina. Not a guy I had high on my board because you figure you have like Tet there and who has all things. But Steve Smith did kind of come out and call him out on a few things. And if I'm going to take someone's advice on a player, especially receiver, it will be Steve Smith. But I think with Leggett, his frame, his style of play, once he can piece all together, he is going to be a Musim Muhammad type player, a Calvin Johnson's type player. I might not outrun you, but I'm going to outjump you, and I am bigger than you and stronger than you. There's nothing to do about it. Coker, I think Coker could be more closer to Thielen. Like, yeah, he came out of nowhere. We've seen the smaller receiver. It's like, but when I see it's like players, when sites actually reference players, and you look at going like, holy crap, what? And the words, he's a complete offensive catalyst in the mold of a Chris Olave, which we're Panthers fans, we've seen that jackass in the Saints one, and a T.Y. Hilton. Give me that guy. Cool. Saints get a quarterback who can actually maybe take them. Giants get their quarterback of their defense and Jalen Walker. Cowboys, you do get Genty. Dolphins fix their line. Colts get a weapon. So that's, like I said, I'm not going to go through our team. I just kind of am. I'm rambling on. But yeah, I think this would be an entertaining first round pick. Do I think it's going to be how the pick's going to turn out? No. I see Tennessee taking quarterback. I see it's quarterback. It trades, all that. But this would be no trades, best fit, buy an idiot. Come watch me tonight, do a watch-along reaction to the draft. I'll actually have this up here, and I will put them in so it's easier for everybody to read. But that's it. That's all I have. I'll see you weird people later.